One last little Easter market crash video before Sunday. We're going through what I'm doing right now, what cards I'm kind of investing in going into Easter Sunday, as well as what my game plan is tomorrow morning. Starting things off, I want to run through a few types of cards that you should actually be buying for your team right now instead of buying on Easter Sunday, because there's going to be a lot of competition for these cards and not much supply. You also can throw in some investments in these cards too and buy a few extras when their price potentially goes up. These cards include 98 overall Ultimate Legends, 98 overall AKAs, 98 overall Team of the Years, and 98 overall cheaper Part 1 Sugar Rush 98 Champions. And the reason I'm telling you guys to buy these cards right now and not on Sunday is because they are not involved in the extravagant eggs or much eggs in general. Yes, there is an Ultimate Legend egg. Yes, there potentially is an AKA egg. The problem is they are only the small, medium, and large eggs, and not a lot of people have them, and yet not a lot of people are probably going to pull the 98 overall versions of these cards into small, medium, and large eggs. It's going to be like probably 1 in every 50 of these eggs you actually get a 97, let alone a 98 overall card. So their supply really is going to be very, very short compared to, you know, some of the 97, 98 overall extravagant eggs we are seeing. Another type of card that you need to be buying for your team before Sunday, as well as you can invest in these cards. These are my favorite investments going into Easter Sunday. It is LTDs. I've bought a spread of the high-end 98 meta cards like Ryan Neal, Jason Taylor, Aqib Talib, Gus Edwards, Jesse Bates. Cards that are not overly expensive for LTDs, but they're going to be bought a ton tomorrow for people when they upgrade their team. And this isn't the first time we have seen high-end meta cards jump in price during a market crash. This happened all through Christmas. To give you some examples, you have most of, if not all, 95 overall players jumped on Christmas. But for example, you have 95 Ghost Julie's Peppers going from in the mid 400s to the mid 700s. Same thing with Ghost Warren Sapp, mid 400s to mid 700s. You have Team of the Week DeMarco Murray going from the mid 600s all the way up to the mid 900s. You have Antonio Cromartie LTD, which went from the mid 700s all the way up to almost 1 million coins. And then you got Legend Ronnie Lott going from, I think, 850 to easily over 1 million coins. You can see across all different types of 95 overalls that actually had eggs or presents for Christmas, they still went up in price because the 95 overalls were not supplied on Christmas, and a ton of people went to buy them for their teams. And talking a little bit more about the LTDs that I have bought, price-wise, I don't really have an exact price. Like for most of these guys, I kind of just bought them when I think they're low. Like Gus Edwards, I think I bought all mine for under lower than 650k. Ryan Neal's been one of my favorites that I've bought a lot today because he's like crashing in price because I guess Cam Chancellor, but Cam Chancellor's 2 million coins. Cam Chancellor might even go up tomorrow when people go to buy them for their team. I've also bought some Devontae Adams, some Marshawn Lattimore, a few CD Lambs. So if you guys want to, you can pick these cards up. You also, like I talked about, mentioned earlier, you can go out and buy the 98 Ultimate Legends, the 98 players, 98 Ultimate Legends, 98 AKAs. They do have a really strong chance of going up in price tomorrow, and you could like pretty much act as if they are LTD investments, buying them tonight and selling them tomorrow morning. On the contrary, and I probably should have put this in a video, you know, a few days before this, but some type of cards that you guys should be selling if you have not yet, and it's pretty obvious which ones they're going to be. It's going to be the all the egg players. So you've got your 97 combines, your 97 overall GG2 players, your 97 Super Bowls, 98 free agency, and 98 game changers, the non-LTDs. These cards are just going to be too supplied on the market tomorrow. Now, no matter what, you can sell even right now and buy them tomorrow for probably significantly less. One type of card, however, that I would recommend you not to sell, and if anything, I wouldn't really say buy today because they'll probably be the same price tomorrow. I would not be selling your Ring of Honor players. I don't think there's enough eggs in circulation. It's also a 1 of 5 eggs, so it's not like you're going to get only Deion Sanders or only Lawrence Taylor. I think Ring of Honor 99 players are going to stay relatively the same price because a lot of people are going to want them for their team, and their egg, even though they do have an egg, is very, very rare, and not a lot of people have it. But that's your pre-Easter prep, what I am buying, what I would recommend selling. Now let's talk about the game plan, the schedule for Easter Sunday. Now, it's not a very complicated one like Christmas. We were buying different types of cards and all that sort of thing. Easter morning is very simple. The eggs are going to open up probably in between 7:30 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. West Coast time. Last year, they were actually delayed an hour and opened up at 8:30. That's why I'm saying 8:30. I expect though it to probably be 7:30 a.m. again. Who knows if we will have server-related issues. There's not as much eggs, I guess, being put onto the market or content, so maybe the servers are going to run a little bit smoother. But yeah, because they were really, really laggy on Christmas morning. But the main thing we're buying, I think everyone's just talking about it. And the only thing you really can buy on Easter morning is going to be training. My magic number, my price is I don't want to pay over 1.5 per, because that's just the price where you can really open up the TVP and break even. So there's no way you lose if you buy training under 1.5. TVP is still in the game for their 10 to 12 days, so you'll be able to sell it. I think training eventually gets back up to around the 2 per number. At least that's what we're going to be able to sell at. So buying at 1.5, selling at 2, getting back 1.8. That's a solid little profit. I expect to be buying a lot lower than 1.5, at least early on. I don't know how long the market crash or flood is going to take place. Probably only 20 to 30 minutes. Usually doesn't take that long, especially with TVPs and 99 Cam Chancellor still in packs. But of course, the cards we're going to be buying are the same cards I recommend you guys to sell. You're going to have your 97 Combines, your 97 Super Bowls, 97 GG2 players. You're also probably the best training buy is probably going to be the 96 overall Sugar Rush player, the 104 random, because that is the most common egg in the game, and there's only 4 players there, so those are going to be flooded. That's probably going to be those cards I buy the most, 96 overalls. Hopefully, they're probably going to be around the 1.1 range. I expect a timeline for opening up Easter eggs. I always say this. Do not open your eggs up in the morning because we're not selling the contents inside of the eggs right away. We're going to be selling those, probably in the middle of next week. So there's no point in, spending the first 30 minutes of the morning opening up your eggs because then you miss the prime buying window. So make sure, I couldn't recommend this more. Go on the market and experience the market crash for, the first 30 minutes that eggs open. And then once you buy all your players, the market crash is relatively over. Then you can open up your eggs. So you get the best of both worlds. You open up your eggs in the morning, you miss the market crash. You don't have that opportunity to buy players. So, just wait to open up your eggs into the afternoon. I mean, who knows? There might be another egg glitch, present glitch, where it actually benefits waiting to open up your eggs. But again, we're not going to be selling the cards inside the eggs till at least Monday, Tuesday, most likely going to be Thursday. That's when training is going to be in the most demand before the TVP goes away with some sort of new promo I suspect we are getting. Have no clue what that is going to be. But I think I covered all the logistics of it. One thing, I guess, with LTDs and your 98 Ultimate Legends, 98 AKA cards, you actually are going to want to sell those cards sometime in the morning because that's when people go to buy their team the most, and you'll see their price really rise in the first few hours after eggs open when people get coins and go to upgrade your team. So don't really wait and don't be super patient when selling your old LTDs or your 98 ULs or 98 AKAs that you've kind of mini invested in going into Easter Sunday. All right, I think that's it. I think I've covered every single topic and question I wanted to go through in this video. If you still have any questions below, let me know. I will try to answer them to the best of my ability before tomorrow morning. Very busy at the moment. And like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new. And until next time, peace.